One of the great scenarios I teach people, and I do it quite often on a radio program, at least once a month I'll go through this little scenario. You go through, you get a traffic citation for whatever. Okay? Officer, do you know and understand the law you're enforcing? Yes, I do. Are you employed by the people of the state? Yes, I am. Are you a state peace officer? Yes, I am. Then you turn around and look at the judge and say, Your Honor, since the officer has testified under oath that he is biased against me as being an employee of the person that's prosecuting me, I'd like to invoke the hostile witness provisions at this time. When you invoke the hostile witness provisions, you can ask leading questions that he can't answer. To give you a scenario, you ask a type of question that no matter which way he answers, he loses. Question, do you still beat your wife on Tuesday nights? If he says no, that means he's still a wife beater, beats you some other night. If he says yes, he's a wife beater. No matter which way he answers, he loses. The only proper answer, I never beat my wife. But you don't give them that opportunity. Answer the question, yes or no. That's what they do to you. So you do it right back to them. So you learn to ask questions like that. On all traffic citation, I teach people to ask 3 questions. You can do it in any type of case, building safety case or any other type of case. Same 3 questions, just paraphrase them a little bit different. Officer, you attended academy? Yes, I did. Did you study the vehicle code? Yes, I did. How long did you study vehicle code? 40 hours. Good. And how long you been on the department? 20 years. 20 years, and you average 2 traffic tickets a day over a period of 250 days a year. That's 500 traffic ticket citations a year. In 20 years, that's 10,000 traffic citations you've written in your career. Is that about approximately? That's about right. So after 10,000 traffic citations, you're pretty well expert in the matter, aren't you? Yes, I am. Oh, you can get cocky now. You're building his ego up so you can slap him on the head. And then you say, Officer, do you have personal knowledge? That's a key phrase. Do you have personal knowledge of the legal definition of the word vehicle as utilized by the legislature when they wrote the vehicle code and as defined by the courts? Do you have personal knowledge of those definitions? He's going to look at the judge, and you look at the prosecutor. The prosecutor's going to jump up and say, objection. You say, Your Honor, I'm not really trying to ascertain the officer's personal knowledge of the law he's trying to enforce. The judge's going to say, well, answer the question. Do you have personal knowledge? He's going to say, no. Don't worry about it. Go to the next one. It's a 3-phase. You're marching him off the edge of the cliff so he can fall on his sword. Question number 2. Officer, do you have personal knowledge? You have to phrase with all questions. Do you have personal knowledge of the legal definition of the word driver as used by the legislature and when it was changed from chauffeur to driver by the legislature? Do you have personal knowledge of that? Objection. The prosecutor's going to jump up and say, objection. Your Honor, I'm merely trying to ascertain the officer's knowledge of the laws he's enforcing. If he doesn't understand the laws, he can't enforce them. Just well, answer the question. Do you have personal knowledge? He's going to say no. Then you go number 3. Officer, do you have personal knowledge of the legal definition of the word traffic as used by the legislature when they wrote the vehicle code? He's going to say no. Okay? Then you look at the judge, look at the prosecutor, look at the judge again, and look back at the prosecutor. You're pausing, waiting for an objection, okay? When there's none coming. Your Honor, based upon the officer's testimony, under oath on the witness stand, I'd like the witness to be excused for lack of personal knowledge of the laws he's enforcing, so as an incompetent witness. We've had a CHP officer 24 years on the department been ruled as an incompetent witness. Now he's working the desk. He can't work traffic citations because he's been ruled incompetent witness. So please excuse the officer, and the officer walks out the courtroom. Then you look at the judge. He ain't finished with him yet. Your Honor, do you have the traffic citation in there, in the jacket? Yes, I do. Your Honor, I move to strike that because it was written by an incompetent individual, so therefore, please remove that as incompetent evidence. So the judge takes that out. What else do you have in there? He says, oh, I got the docket sheet. Well, Your Honor, since there's no complaint and all you got is a docket sheet, I move to dismiss all charges. And that's the way it went. But you have to work over there to get there. You follow me? You have to follow their procedures, you know what I mean? Get rid of their witnesses, get rid of the traffic citation, then there's no complaint. It wasn't a complaint because it was written by an incompetent individual. Huh? Huh? It's incompetent.
Well, not counting that, it was never a properly lawful complaint.
That's true, but I mean, we don't go there. You know what I mean? I want to win the case. I want to go to the side argument. I could do the side arguments for 3 years.
The judge has to dismiss it.
Yeah. I don't want to win those side arguments.
Okay.
Okay, let's go over here another one.